And the moment I got my first tour, dude, like everything in my life changed. Well, my name is Sam Shapiro, and I am an artist. I think it was about 13 or 14 years old. I knew really quickly, fortunately enough, that I wanted to work in the music industry.
I'm stressed 85% of the time, so I'm generally a happy person.
So at about 13 or 14, my dream was to design album artworks and logos for bands. And I thought that if I was able to do that and make money and make a living, that would be my dream come true. There was one show I remember going to in particular where I caught eye of this photographer who just showed security their wristband, and they got escorted right backstage and started talking with the band that had just gotten off stage like it was nothing. And I realized, like, oh, like, they get special access to go back and literally just talk to these artists. So for my 16th birthday, I asked for as much money as I possibly could. And I used it all, and I ended up buying my first camera. I specifically remember the words, "You're never gonna make a dime off of photography. You're never gonna make a dime off of photography." I didn't understand the camera that I was using for months on end, but I was able to just put a flash on it and put it on some auto settings. And I got really, really busy for a 16-year-old kid. Eventually I got to a point where I was able to make a little bit of money off of this, and I was really able to do it full time. With Of Mice and Men, like, we went on tour with Marilyn Manson and Slipknot, and we played massive festivals with all the biggest rock and roll artists in the industry, really. If you are, say, a photographer or a videographer who wanted to get into the music industry today, my best advice for you would be to start making some friends who are already in the industry. Something like showing up and introducing yourself to a couple people doesn't hurt. It's the hardest thing you're gonna do, but once you take that step, you'll realize that the music industry is just a whole bunch of people who are passionate about the same thing, and it's like a real tight-knit family. The best thing that can happen to you is you take pictures for a band and they're really happy with them, because the moment that band gets good content, little do you know, they've got tons of other friends that are in bands that playing that need the same kind of work that you're providing. Now I'm working full-time as the head of creative content and content manager at Danny Wimmer Presents. This is what I do now, and this is what all of that touring and all those years of not making any money and not eating and all of that, you know, has come to, all that hard work.